Hello all, welcome to week 3 of Massachusetts Legal Research. This is the intro to week 3. Last week you worked with secondary sources. You watched some videos, you completed a Kali exercise, and you worked in your small groups to collect secondary sources that would be helpful for your client's legal problem. Thank you all for all that hard work last week. This week we're going to be covering transactional and procedural forms, as well as dockets and filings. Like last week, there are several short videos, Kali lessons, and a group assignment. Something new this week is that we're going to have a short quiz. It's going to cover just the material for this week, and it's going to be untimed. So you can go back and look at the class material or do research to answer any of the questions. Even though it's untimed, it will be graded and will count toward the quiz portion of your overall grade. So work on this part of the classwork alone and not with other classmates. Okay, we know that from reading your introductions that many of you already know what practice area you will be entering upon graduation. Since we know this, we've done something a little different this week. We've given you a choice of 2 Kali lessons. One is working with transactional forms, the other is working with procedural forms. So if you know what practice area you're going into, you only need to complete one of these Kali lessons to get full credit for this part of the class work this week. If you don't know which type of practice area you're going into, you still only have to complete one to get full credit, but we recommend that you look at both of these Kali lessons. Another point about the Kali lessons is it doesn't matter what your grade is on the Kali lesson. To get full credit for completion, you need to complete the lesson and complete all the questions, and then you get full credit for that, and that goes to your participation part of your grade. All right, in your group work this week, you're going to be completing the group project from last week. And what you'll be doing is you're going to be reviewing all of the secondary sources that were posted and the discussion of those secondary sources that were posted by the other members of your small group. And then you need to comment on the entries of at least 2 of the sources posted. Okay, so that's the group work for this week. I hope that you found the reflective journals a good place to assess how last week went for you and whether you were able to achieve the learning objectives for the week. It's a good tool for us to see what is working for the class and what isn't, so definitely keep that up with those really thorough reflections. I did want to mention there's some additional optional material here. The first link here is some additional tutorials about Lexis Practice Advisor. And the second is the results for all the students on that legal research self-assessment that you all did the first week, but it gives you the overall percentages of the whole class. We thought if we posted this, it might give you the ability to feel comfortable with where you are in your research skill development. I think if you look at the results for all the students in the class, you'll see that you probably fit right in among your fellow students. Okay, my suggestion for you this week is to spend a little more time reviewing all of the weekly assignments early in the week. So you don't have to complete all the assignments, obviously, until next Tuesday, but it'll give you a sense of what is due and hopefully will allow you to better plan your time for the class. As always, we value your questions and other feedback. We try to respond as quickly as we can to questions, and you can post questions on the general Q&A discussion board for the class, or you can email us directly. But sometimes our availability won't be as good as other times, such as over the weekend. So this is one other good reason why it's good to review the class material earlier in the week. All right, so that's it for the intro for week 3.